My name is Sophie, and today I'll be telling you my 15-year-old pregnancy story. It all began not long after my freshman year started. Everything was going well. I was making a lot of good friends, and one of them was Alex, who was charming, good-looking with brown hair, and had the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. We started chatting more often, and then I realized that he was different than the guys I used to know from high school. He was mature, and we had some engaging conversations. We had lots of things in common, like sports, music, and the arts. After a while, he asked me on a date, and I said yes, I would love to. We got closer and closer, and we finally had our first kiss. I was totally in love. Time passed, and we were a great couple, going out, doing stuff together, like going to a movie or a birthday party. He was always kind to me, even when I had some kind of attitude. I presented him to my parents, and they really loved him. After some time, they let me spend more time with him alone. One night, while I was with my older sister watching TV, I realized that I haven't had my period in a long time, and I told her. And she was like, maybe you should take a pregnancy test. And I was like, no, it is impossible. And she said, just to make sure you aren't. Eventually, she went out and bought me one. So I took the test, and when I saw 2 lines, I freaked out and I burst into tears. I mean, I can't be pregnant. I'm only 15 years old. My sister was trying to comfort me and tell me that everything will be okay, to stop crying and stay positive. But I couldn't. It was terrifying. I thought my life was over. Anyway, after I stopped crying, I called my boyfriend and told him everything, but he was so rude. He started screaming and told me that he is too young for kids and hung up the phone. I was lost and alone, which made me call him back and send him 100 messages that night, but he did not reply back. The next day, my sister and I decided to talk to my mom. So we did, and she was so disappointed. She wouldn't even look at me. But eventually, she supported me fully and told me that she'll always be there for me no matter what decision I make. I decided to keep the baby, but being ashamed of it, I kept the secret of being pregnant as long as I could in order to prevent myself from being exposed to public contempt. A couple of months ago, my ex texted me and told me that he wants to see me, and he felt sorry for what he did, but I didn't reply back. I was so angry with him. However, after school, he was waiting for me a couple blocks away from my home. But when I saw him, suddenly I felt that I didn't want to talk to him anymore, or ever again. But he approached me. We ended up talking. He was crying and kept begging me for forgiveness, but I didn't bite it. I couldn't forgive his behavior, so I left him, crying alone. Now, my daughter is 3 months old, and I'm so happy. I'm a single mom. Maybe it is hard sometimes, but having such a supportive family allows me to continue moving forward and enjoy my life. So girls, take care of whom you love. Life is full of surprises.